What's the deal? Welcome back to another episode of Cheeseman with Doknow. And I have one of my good homies, Bebo, in the motherfucking building. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Bebo.
What up,
I
what
wish
up?
I wish people could see how you look because you're a very handsome man. Little backstory. I've known Bebo since I was maybe like 9 years old.
Shit.
Yeah, right? Since my sister and Guts been together.
You're really young. You're in middle school and shit.
No, before that, fool. It had to be
really?
before that. I was made. Oh, you know what? Maybe like the 5th grade, 6th grade.
Probably.
Yeah, I was a baby, but I've known Bebo for that long. And then, yeah, I've known you like 15 years of my life. I'm 25.
It's like more than half. Or
Yeah, more than that. That's crazy, huh? Well,
Yeah.
you know, this is my boy Bebo. Bebo, you've been damn near one of the best taggers I've known my whole life. You're definitely a huge part of my life when it came to the graffiti. We definitely painted a couple times together. Did we ever do an extinguisher together?
No.
No, huh? We definitely went painting together though. For sure we did. Well, if you guys don't know, Bebo you've been taking over. You've been going viral for the last. You've been going viral since I've known you. You've been viral before internet was like it's viral to be on the internet with
Thank
your
you.
tags, with your bombing. And you've been doing the fuck Bebo thing before even people really knew because you've been doing the fuck Bebo shit for a minute now, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you've ever driven through an LA freeway and you see a dope song that reminds you of your childhood, or you get a little bit nostalgia, or you know the lyrics, or it's just some real, it just defines Los Angeles in some sort. It was Bebo. It was Bebo that did it. But I mean, Bebo, that's not all you've ever done. You've been part of the graph game since I don't know when, fool, but we'll go a little back history. Where were you raised? Where'd you grow up? And give us a little breakdown of your life, brother.
Shit. I probably started tagging when I was like 12, 13, like really like going out there and trying to find the spots. But I was always into graffiti.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I would always like see that shit walking to the store. I'll see the floor tags, or I'll see like the gang tags, or anything around the hood, you know? And like, I kind of wanted to do it too. I grew up by the Belmont Tunnel. My mom would always be like, yo, don't go down there. But that's where the like graffiti was,
Yeah.
you know? And like all the older heads would be right there. People would talk about it.
I mean, the Belmont Tunnels, I grew up around the corner from there, literally.
Across the street.
Across the street, I'm about to say across the street,
Yeah.
yeah. I was too young to remember them exactly, but I do remember it was, now that I'm older, I've heard the history about it, like how we used to travel from like other countries to go tag there.
Yeah.
But then I also heard how that was like just the dope spot. Motherfuckers used to have kickbacks there.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that kickbacks was selling dope, gang
Yeah.
wars, and then the graphers was just chilling there painting and doing it up.
Yeah.
And was that one of the first spots you ever painted, the Belmont Tunnels?
One of them, yeah.
For sure?
Yeah. That was one of the first spots that I actually like went to go get some touch and tones at Home Depot or in the store or whatever.
Yeah.
And just went over there on stock tips and shit.
Ugly.
Ugly
was-
as fuck. Ugly as fuck, bro. Like,
It was
didn't know
ugly?
what the fuck I was doing. I did some shit that took like 20 cans that was supposed to take me 2 now.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm right there, like filling in, cutting.
Your
on some
fingers
bullshit.
cramping?
Yeah. Fingers are already getting stuck. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. And the name Bebo has always been your
name.
graph game. That was right away.
Yeah, that's
And where did
my
that come
name.
from? I've never actually asked you this.
That's so when I was younger, we used to have family parties. My family's pretty much mixed, like
Yeah.
with Latino and Filipino. Like it was like a really
Yeah,
big
yeah.
thing. So like the family parties would be jumping with the music and
Facts.
shit.
I remember them. I remember a
Yeah.
lot of them. I remember your uncle one time put a big ass pig in the middle of the
Oh,
table.
yeah. That's
and I was like,
tradition, bro.
and I was
That's
like, what the
tradition.
fuck? Because me and people grew up in the same area, so historic Filipino times a huge population of Filipinos, and us, and we're just damn near. They're just like people always say they're like the Mexicans of Asia, stuff like that. But you get a lot of mixed Latino and Filipino kids.
Yeah.
And Bebo's family happens to be that the product of that. And I remember hearing like cumbias and like some merengue and then just a big ass pig in the middle. And I'm like, well, this is different. Right?
That's when you know it's popping. When the pig comes out, it's a big thing. Like it's a real like big tradition, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's like for birthdays or baptisms. Like it's really a special thing.
Facts. So with the mixture of your family, some of them probably couldn't pronounce your name, so they just went with Bebo, or
No. So when I was younger, like I'd be the active and outgoing one, you know?
yeah, for sure.
So I was like 3-4 years old, and my uncle, like that fool used to like Latinas.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, go dance. And then the Latinos would be like, oh, están vivo. And like in Filipino, it means smart and like really outgoing. So they just named me that, like, because it's a mixture of the words.
Yeah.
You know, like it's Spanish and Filipino.
Yeah.
So that's where I pretty much picked it up.
Oh, that's great. That's a perfect story, because Doknow does not mean a thing. To this day, people always ask me, I'm like, Cookie named me that. Cookie gave me the name and I stuck with it, and I still don't know what the it means to this day. Damn, that's crazy. So that's where your name comes from.
Yeah.
From your uncle kind of pimping you out, like, go dance for them.
Pretty much, dog. Like,
well, that's a great name, because you to me, you've always, well, at least from what I know from all the DBs, you've always been a definitely. I was like, man, you were always like very calm. Never really drank either. You know what I'm saying? And I remember one time asking Guts, like, what does his name mean? And Guts was lit. He's like, I don't know. Probably some Filipino shit. And then the conversation ended up changing. I was like, what the fuck? Because it's not a great, because, you know, growing up, I think, like, the more unique your name was, the more you'll kind of stand out.
yeah.
And I remember, like, you guys were, like, my first, like, I guess introduction to, like an older graffiti crew, you know? At least you guys were older than me. And I remember, like, my era of high school, like, fools were having names, but it was, like, gangbanging names mixed with, like, tagger names.
Yeah. That was really
Because
big
you know,
influence.
the tag banging era was huge in the 90s, early 2000s, and then it kind of died out, and then it kind of came back where my generation, you know, like, it's like everything. It was like in a cycle. And I remember fools were tagging Wicked. I'm like, fool, that's not a graffiti name. Like, what happened to, like, the names, like, Saber and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember hearing like Guts' name and fucking Nard and fucking and then Bebo, and then Frog was maybe the only one I was like, oh, I don't know about that name. But everybody else, we had, like, you know, everybody had cool names, you know? Like, even when you think about, like, the Chakas, and I remember hearing your name and I was like, and then I remember you would write it a bunch of different ways. I remember you write it and I was like, oh, Bebo has a sick ass name. And then that's how I went with Doknow, because it was a little different, but your name always stood out to me, and I was like, damn, that's dope. And then I would see you go bomb and shit. You were just fucking painting all over, killing the game. And then how'd you get into the mix of getting into a crew like DB, so legendary in the section? Like, was that like right off high school or like a little after high school?
So pretty much, like, DB was a local crew from my area. Like,
Yeah.
everyone, like, that used to skate will pretty much know who DB was.
Facts.
Like, this was like, instead of like the gangster, like gang member rap scene, it was like the opposite. It was the rocker, grimy skaters scene, like
Facts.
fucking mosh pits and shit. But like how I got into the crew, I known these guys. We grew up together. We went to the same elementary, same fucking middle school, same high school, but like we didn't really know each other, but the faces were there. They were familiar. You know?
Facts.
And as we got older, like we just started like somehow got together and like kicked it. At one point in life.
And that's what I always tell people. Like, it is crazy because DB, that's what kind of made it to the own unique thing, where it was just like, it was fools with skinny jeans. I'll beat the shit out of you with their boards. And I was like, that's a the way that I'm like, fool, imagine getting beat up by a fool with a mohawk, like, you know what I'm saying? That's and I always thought it was cool to me, like the way you fools would carry yourselves, the way you guys were friends with each other. You guys were kind of assholes to each other too, like shave your eyebrows off, fools would wake up with
it's part of the bond.
It's part of the bond, you know? And I think my crew has taken a lot of, I always tell people that
Rest in peace, Filter, that motherfucker always walked around with no eyebrows.
Yes. Filter from DB never had eyebrows.
Never
had eyebrows.
He looked like he got cancer or something.
He had alopecia. Yeah. That is crazy. Yeah, man. You guys always carried you guys were always like there. You guys always had a crazy bond. I remember seeing One time, some fool leaving with a big old dick in his face, and he didn't even know. I was gonna tell him too, and Guts was like, "Shh," and I was like,
Who
"All
was
right."
it? Who was it?
It might have been
Herbs?
Nard, and Nard
Herbs,
fell asleep
I remember, bro. We were kicking it at Guts' crib.
across the street from my
across the
mom's.
street from your mom's. So we're chilling right there, and like everyone passed out, and then fucking like no, not everyone passed out, but we seen Filter pass out. And me, Nar, and Guts, we put all the hood shit on them, bro.
Yeah.
We put 18, MS,
Just brought a bunch of shit on it?
a bunch of shit. Like, this one didn't even fucking know. He got on the bus, and he was like, dog, why is everyone was looking at me? And then I looked in the mirror, and that's what he saw. Because I had sleeved them up, fool. I had sleeved them up, and like, wrote all kinds of shit. There was a big old dick right here, a big old dick coming from his neck to his mouth. Like,
yeah, fool, you
fucking
fools were
ridiculous.
You fools were the first fools I seen, like, when you fools, you guys kind of reminded me, like, of evil Jackass. Like, you guys were just mad mean to each other, and I used to just be like, why are these fools like this? And I was a kid, not knowing what, like, I was kind of being influenced by you guys, you know? Like, I was just like, and I remember carrying that from you guys, like, just with the homies, like, we're just big on, like, you would knock out, we'll fucking slap you or throw water on you or shave your eyebrow or you'll wake up with a big dick drunk in your face. It's just, and we used to just be like, bro, that's why I remember them fools getting along, so why can't we get along like that?
Yeah.
And you guys had a huge, like, you guys still do if people keep up with the history and all, you know, but you guys had a huge impact in the city. Like, you guys were kind of like, it was kind of like everybody's kind of goal to get into DB at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys carried yourself in like a dope manner. You fools were cool ass fools. Everybody liked you guys.
Actually, there was a point where everybody fucking hated
That's what
us,
I'm okay.
bro.
Yeah, I mean, there was but at some point you guys like overcame that.
Oh yeah. Because we just stood our ground.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that time when nobody liked you guys?
Oh, that shit sucked. Everyone blamed us for everything. Like, people will get robbed and they'll come to the courts and be like, yo, who the fuck jacking our bikes? And we're like, fuck, you don't have your bikes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they're real deep, bro. All the OGs, and we were kids, you know?
Yeah.
But we still stood our ground. We were like, no, we didn't fucking jack shit. Like, that's probably the other people over there. Go check them. Look at our bikes. You see any of your parts on there? No. So go check them.
Yeah.
You know, and like that was the OGs. Like, they were the ones killing it, you know? Like Cream, Boo, all the DTLA heads, LODs, like all the messenger homies, you know? Like,
all the big ass old crews.
Yeah, the fools that were doing it before us.
Yeah. Even that, like, being a real graph crew in the city is kind of hard to stand out when there's so many legendary ones to keep up with them motherfuckers. Like, damn, fool. Now I gotta go do what the other fools did. It's just big ass bombs and shit. Talking about the courts, man, how was it? The courts are a very dangerous place. I don't know if they're still like that anymore. It's probably a little different now, but that shit used to be crazy growing up. And if you're from LA, the courts on Temple and Glendale, there's tennis courts right by Echo Park. It's one of the, for sure, the DB stomping grounds. I have one of the, I have a legendary photo of you guys right there. And the benches.
Oh, yeah. But everyone, all the homies are right
All the
there,
homies,
like
that shit was
fucking
lit.
20, 30 deep.
You fools were deep as fuck.
Hell yeah. And that was like an everyday thing.
Yeah, I know.
Everyday thing. Like, we'll pull up. Fridays will be the best days.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because everyone will pull up. Like,
A DB told me how to break in through that tunnel.
Oh, the Belmont tunnel.
Yeah, no, through the tunnel.
Oh, the ones that go to the
freeway. It's
the one
closed
that
now.
goes to the pool.
To the pool. Yeah. I was like, I didn't even know. He's like, if you don't want to go that way, just come this way. I was like, hold on, motherfucker, you gonna kidnap me? What's up, you guys? It's your boy Doknow. And before we continue with this video, I want to give a huge shout out to my friends, my people, my partners, PrizePicks. And then that's some sound effects. PrizePicks is the best app in the world when it comes to fantasy sports. And guess what, you guys? Football season is back. We've all been missing it. It's a young man sport. It's fun. It's back. We're gonna have a great time. The Rams look amazing. The Cowboys look super sorry like every year. But football's back. Let me tell you guys a little bit more about PrizePicks. Super easy. You could play daily. And obviously, you don't only have to play football. There's basketball, MLB, UFC fights, boxing, all that. But football season is back. Choose up to 6 players, more than 2 players, different teams. And now PrizePicks added something different where you could choose the same player for different things, more or less. So let's say LeBron James, you want him to score, I don't know, let's say 3 3-pointers, and also you want him to get more than 5 assists. Back then, you couldn't do both. You couldn't choose a player twice, but now you can. Football season, if you want Dak Prescott, or if you want Jaden Daniels, or you know what, Micah's gonna get 6 sacks and 6 sacks assists this game, you could do that now. Choose more than 2 players, have a great time, use code Doknow, and we'll match your first up to $100 deposit. So if you put 50, we'll match your 50. If you put 5, we'll match your 5. But if you put 100, don't chill. We're gonna match your 100 too, big dog. And PrizePicks is just fun. Play daily, have fun. There's no long-term commitment. It's just you, your gut, and your happiness, baby. Go with PrizePicks. Use code Doknow. Press the link in the description. Let's get it, baby. Football season is back. I seen a couple crazy shit going down in the courts. I don't know what I was doing there or who I was hanging out with, and some fool that used to just kick it there. He wasn't from DB in a particular cubes, and some hood was looking for him. And I remember he was chilling right there with us. He swear to God, he said by 30 seconds. He's like, all right, bro, I'm out of here. He's like, I'm gonna go to the liquor store, I'll be back real quick. But he's like, but with food at the court, they could say I'm gonna go to liquor and you won't see him for 2-3 days.
Yeah.
That fool he left 30 seconds later. Some hood comes looking for that fool. Like, swear to God, like, if he would have gone the way towards, like, Glendale instead of up towards, like, Temple, they would have caught that fool. But he was going towards, like, downtown, and they missed that fool, and come to find out, they were looking to smoke that fool.
Oh, shit.
And he left, like, 30, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, the coincidence of, if he would have just stayed, let's say if I would have asked him a question, he would have stayed an extra 30 seconds later, they probably would have smoked that fool. Oh, and if they would have smoked in, they're like, oh, there's some winners in here. Well, fuck all you fools, you know? That's the type of shit that was like going on back then. And I was like, man, what the fuck this? But I remember growing up, when I started like kicking it on my own and shit, God used to be like, when you're right there, fool, just be careful. Yeah, everybody show love. Fools be showing up, tripping on each other right there. Just be careful. Fool, and I used to be like, all right, bad. And I remember 30 seconds, them fools came deep, fool, smashed up like how you are, but you know, with the little like before shiesties were a thing, they had just like a hoodie and they had a big ass gun. They're like, "What's up? Where's that fool?" We're like, "Oh, we don't know."
And that was a regular thing.
And that was a regular thing.
Yeah.
Or fools were getting beat up and shot at right there.
Yeah.
Also, one time I was gonna pull up to kick it, and then I'm like right there by where the mechanics at, like right before, you know how like right before you get to the courts, the little street, the one that goes, it's like the one right before Glendale.
La Vida.
No, La Vida's by La Vida's more by Bernie's. I'm talking about the one after, the little one right after. The one where that little mechanic shop's at right there where they fix your keys.
Oh, yeah. That's Court Street.
Is it Court?
Yeah.
Okay.
The hardware store.
Yeah, the hardware store.
Yeah.
I'm walking there late at night. I'm about to go kick it. I'm trying to find something to do. And I think maybe Rovic had hit me like, oh, pull up, I'll meet you there. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go kick it. We'll go pain. Put some all nighter, maybe kick it with some bitches late night. I heard the gunshot. I look over and I'm like, and I just see everybody scouting. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gone. Fuck that. Fuck. I went right back, went up to 420 stars and got lost somewhere else. But it was one of those things where it was like, fool, you didn't even know what was gonna happen. On a random day, it could be you could have a big ass potluck without knowing, and then there's people playing tennis, or fools getting shot at, or fools getting banged on, or fools getting beat up. That's the type of vibes it was, for sure.
Hell yeah.
That shit was dangerous like a motherfucker. I was like, holy fuck.
Oh, the courts was so fun. Like, the tennis courts was so fun. That era, like, shout out old man John.
Oh my God, what happened to that guy?
He's still alive, bro. That motherfucker outlived a lot of the homies. Like, what the fuck?
And that fool drinks beer every day.
Smokes. He does all kinds of shit,
Old
bro.
man John is still around?
Hell yeah. He's strong and biking everywhere. Like, still doing his thing.
Damn.
He's seen all of the homies grow up.
Old man John still. You know what? I forgot about that fool,
Yeah,
dog.
that motherfucker is still there to this day.
What the fuck? One time I was driving to Castle 101 right there, and I was like, is that him? But I didn't want to just stop and, because old man John is like, that fool, he's like probably good in every hood.
Yeah.
People just respect old man John.
Yeah,
man.
he's
a nice
a
guy.
local, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He ain't doing no trouble. He's just trying to live his life and get by, you know? He's
Damn,
one
I
of
didn't even
those
know
homies.
he's probably seen some shit though.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Living right there on the street for more than I was born, bro.
For
He's
sure.
seen some shit.
You know what's crazy? Old man John bought me a beer before when I was younger. Great man, great guy.
Yeah.
I was like, hey bro, can you buy me a beer? He's like, can you buy me one too?
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
was
yeah.
just
Exactly,
like- and I was
exactly.
like- and I was like, and one of the homies was like, fuck no. And I was like, hold up, fool. This is a good guy to have a relationship with. Because when we gonna need him more than, we're gonna need him for the rest of our lifetime, fool. You know, as long as we're not 21 and we're still in the area, old man John's gonna take care of us. One time I actually went looking for that fool to buy me a beer. And I didn't find that fool. And when I had already struggled to find a paisa to buy me one, he comes out of nowhere with his fucking dog.
Oh, shit.
What was the dog's name?
I don't know.
Oh, what are you? If we remember, he used to have his dog with him. Remember his dog, the fat one?
Old man John's dog?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But
I
yeah,
don't
that was
remember.
one of the situations and shit. I remember. Damn, that's crazy. Well, and then Graffiti also got you locked up in the halls a lot. How was that?
Actually, I didn't get really locked up for graffiti when I did time as a juvenile, but I got busted off some violation shit and did like
Yeah.
some camp time, but I did a lot of graffiti in there.
And then in the halls?
Yeah, hell yeah.
How was that? How was it like just...
Fool, we came up on a scribe at the dentist. Like one of them little, it looks like the diamond scribes.
Yeah.
So one of those, like, fucking put it in the mouth, and that's it. Like after that, it was all killing. Like I was catching bombs on the windows with that shit.
Yeah.
Like that's when, like, I was really like fucking with the lettering.
Yeah.
I'll spell out drunk bums. I hit a Bebo, Lefty, and all the homies. You know, like whoever I thought of, I would hit them up.
Yeah.
But everywhere I landed, bro. It's either I had a marker and the scribe, or the scribe definitely everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Mm-hmm. Damn, you were just bombing the whole... You ever get caught bombing in the halls? It's the worst. They hate taggers.
No,
you
no.
want to fuck up our books? You want to fuck... I remember they used to talk shit.
Oh, fuck that shit up. I don't give a fuck. Like, what the fuck? Like, fuck that. I remember we had just got some fresh ass books at Camp Miller, and like real fresh, like brand new. Like you crack it open and you hear the crack.
Oh,
of
like,
the
oh, like, oh,
pages,
like it's so stuck. Yeah,
of
yeah,
the pages. Like you hear the crack. And I killed all the books, bro. The side of it, you know how when you stack them on the shelf, you see the side of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
You would
it's all
spell
the
it going
pages.
down.
It's all the pages.
Yeah.
No, like on the pages side.
Oh, yeah.
So I would hit it right there. I would just be drawing on all of them. And my goal was to kill all the books. And I remember I did, and the teacher got so mad. He was like, "Who the fuck did all this?" He threw the books and all that.
What the fuck is a Bebo?
Yeah.
Everybody confused as fuck.
No, he didn't even say that. Like, he was like, who the fuck did this shit? And I was like,
Did they ever do some artwork for the cholos in there all the time?
What do you mean?
Like you know how like hood motherfuckers when they find out there's a tagger, they're like, "Hey, fool, can you draw a letter from
"Oh
my
yeah,
girl?"
yeah,
For
Hell
sure,
yeah,
right?
definitely, yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah. Do this birthday card for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it for some peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we'll trade some shit, bro. Like I'll be like, oh, I'll trade it for my tray for dinner or whatever, or a pillow or like some shit. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy what currency is in there.
Yeah.
You trade everything.
Yeah, you getting up so like, cause I think like even you saying like DB was kind of more like you fools were just homies. You didn't even know you fools were a crew. You fools were just boys, and obviously you fools were tagging. But you were fucking getting up. I remember you were getting up. How come you never joined like a big crew?
I don't know. I think probably because I wasn't good enough at the moment, you know? And
Yeah.
And like honestly, like throughout the years, like I don't know, I just stuck with DB. Like that was the one and only crew.
Yeah,
I got in offers from different crews and shit, but like I'm kind of iffy about it because of the responsibility and all that. Like I'm cool with my crew right here. Like
yeah. I could see that. I could see how when you get into a bigger crew, it's like, oh, now I have to go bump 30 billboards this year.
Yeah.
Because I definitely remember when seeing, well, me personally, like, when I see fools be from, like, their local crew, and then they get to a bigger crew, and then they only paint that, I'm like, oh, you pussies. Like, it's kind of like you needed kind of like a... Like you needed
That
something,
boost.
yeah. You needed like a boost when you could have just brought your local crew to a higher look at things. And like, for example, like we talked about it when I interviewed Soner. I was like, I remember them Taste told that fool to drop MIH, and he's like, nah, hell nah. and then
that's what crews usually do. They're like, yo, drop that. So like they want a clean slate too.
They want a clean slate.
You know, they don't want to carry your beef and just vice versa. You know, because it gets complicated. Like you know somebody that they know or they beef it or whatever. I mean, just I don't know.
I know what you mean. But also those crews, like the really big crews, they don't really have. I mean, they do have beef. But the local beef is always way bigger than the bigger crew beef. The local beef be cracking. That should be good.
Oh yeah, because it's on site. You see them motherfuckers more than you see like other people. You know, you're in the same area.
Yeah, like to me, like the bigger crews don't really have beef. That's why but was that ever a goal though? Because I think like people go always like, you were like, oh, it's too much responsibility. Like, I'm just DB.
No, I honestly wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was gonna ask. Like, was there a crew that you were like, damn, that'll be dope to be from there?
A lot of the crews that were around me, like, for like, let's see, MTA was sick.
Yeah.
Fucking LOD's a sick ass crew.
Super sick.
That's just old school. MSK, of course. Like, what else? Like. A bunch of crews. I can't even think from the top of my head, but there's just so much. Like, I know I'm missing a bunch of crews that I can't even.
That
think
for sure,
of
like
right
crossed your mind before.
Yeah.
But like, and then because I've always I always told like, food that actually
OTR.
Oh yeah, them fools. See,
around.
you know what's crazy? Like to me, it was a little different because obviously you looked up to those crews, but I remember me being young and being like, damn, I want to be from DB. A lot of the homies. Like Ma, like you knew Ma, rest in peace.
Oh yeah, like, hell yeah, Ruben.
Ruben. I remember Ma didn't get in when me and Rovik had got in. At some point, me and B-Boy were from the same crew, yes. But I remember Ma being like, "Oh, fool, you got in." I was like, "Fool, we told you to come." I remember we told Ma, "Fool, like come," and he's like, "I can't today." And I remember I met all the homies.
That was like the end of the ProLand era.
Yeah, fool. I was part of the ProLand era.
Soccer Sundays.
And it was dope. And it was dope when I kicked it with I remember when Void was trying to teach me how to tag technically. Void was like, fool, you're thinking too much. Just be free. And I'm just right there tagging with Void. And you know Void, he's fucking just mellowed out.
Yeah.
And he's like, fool, he's like, do this. You're overthinking. Graffiti's not about thinking. It's about just being free. I was like, all right,
just
boy.
fluid. Like
free.
Hell yeah.
And then you guys get older and then you actually end up doing some prison time, huh?
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember when you went to prison. Were you tattooing fools in there? Like,
yeah,
you were doing a bunch of, cause I remember you were killing for a minute, fool. You were just going hard. And then I was like, what happened to B-Boy? And Guts was like, my boy's in prison. And I was like, oh, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, how was that situation? How much time did he do? And like, did any of the graph shit, were you doing any graph shit in there?
So, prison was like a movie, bro.
Yeah.
Like, seeing those gates for the first time is fucking crazy, and it's like a feeling like no other. Like you're really in that shit.
Yeah.
The shit that you watch and all that shit runs through your fucking head once you see those gates.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit. Like, and once you go in there, you just meet all kinds of personalities and like people, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a trip, like being around that, because like you don't know how people are. And you learn that shit, and you learn about yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're around different, like, men, basically. That are like you.
Yeah.
We're all in the same boat. So, yeah, that shit was a trip, definitely. Like, meeting the people, a lot of good homies. A lot of good homies that are in there, righteous people. Like, and a lot of fucking crazy motherfuckers that are straight killers that'll fucking say the magic words, and I'll stab the fuck out of you with a smile on your face. You know, like... No, they probably won't even say that shit. Like they'll just be like, "All right," and give you that straight face and be like, "All right," and then that's it. You're done.
Mm-hmm.
But tattooing, yeah, I did do tattooing. My first tattoo actually was on somebody's head.
Yeah,
like straight up.
And that was your first tattoo ever?
First tattoo ever, bro. Ever. Like it was on somebody's head.
And what was the conversation with that fool like?
I don't know. Like, it was just, like, he wanted it. He seen what I could draw and shit, like, and then my bunkie, he was the tattoo artist, and he was like, "Nah, my bunkie could do it," because like I would practice on like cups and fucking like plastic, and just like pretty much practice on that shit, draw on it, get the feel of the needle and how it moves and shit. And he actually made me build my own gun. Like, so he pretty much was my mentor, my bunkie, and he was some LG head. I feel like he showed me a lot with the tattooing. So somebody had just came into the dorm, and like he was cool and shit, and he was one of the homies.
Yeah.
And them fools were like, "Hey, this fool wants to get tattooed," and my bunkie was like, "This is your opportunity. Do that shit." And I was like, "What do you want?" He's like, "Oh, I want this in the back of my head." And I drew it out and everything. Like, I got a picture of it somewhere, and I'll show you one of these days. And like, yeah, that was my first tattoo ever. Like, it was.
And the fact that he was like, I wanted to be in my, and you told him like, hey fool, this is my first tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't give a fuck. He was like,
didn't.
fuck it, I trust you. I was like, all right, let's fucking run with it.
Let's fucking run with it.
Yeah.
And then it ended up coming out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I got my powder shading, everything. I was like, oh shit, I did that shit. And then that opened a bunch of other people like wanting to do it.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Cause before prison, I remember you weren't tattooing.
No.
And then you went to prison, you're like, well, might as well get my mind off some shit. Let me tattoo fools.
I was doing it all. I was printing on shirts. I was fucking like drawing cards out. That was my money maker, bro. My hands and my mind.
Yeah.
Like, people will pay me from other dorms. They'll be like, hey, yo, I need that shit. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. My store will be fat. My locker will be fat. Like, I'll be good. I had a phone, everything.
Yeah.
I was chilling.
People, these hands can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. And love cards probably for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
For the ladies?
Yeah.
You knew everybody's cheese man. They would have given you a letter before. You just
Nah. They wouldn't put the cheese man yet. Like, they'll give me a blank card and they'll put the cheese man on there. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. And you would do a gang of hood shit too for them for sure, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. Which was like the crazy, or what is like the craziest ass they asked you?
The what?
With like craziest ass, like where they're like, hey, I want you to draw this, and you were like, what the fuck?
Nah, nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
Nah.
Maybe like naked bitch, like the original, like the fool that chick that every fool has tatted.
Yeah.
Like you know that chick.
I wasn't really like I wasn't a portrait. I didn't really do portraits or anything.
You were more like lettering.
All lettering.
Okay. Oh, so all lettering is cool then.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's super straight.
Yeah, that was my like department or whatever.
Yeah. And then you get out and you tattoo a young Dunowski's
Yeah.
at my mom's house.
Yeah, the trip. I just got that machine too.
How'd you convince like?
Whoa, you asked me. I was
know,
like, all right, let's fucking do it. You're down, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, so I remember it might have been
You're like
it might have been like
14,
my
15.
11th grade. I was maybe like 16.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Bebo's out. And I remember you telling me like, and me and Bebo, like, and that's what I'm telling you. That's why me and you have always had like a deeper bond than I have with a lot of the older homies from DB, because
you would come up. You would come up to like where I live.
Yeah, I would go kick it right there.
Yeah.
I would go kick it with you. I would fuck it. I remember you hitting. I remember me getting black books, like me coming up on black books, and I'll text you like, "Hey, if I have a black book, where you at? I'll go to you right now. I want you to be the first one to hit it."
Yeah.
I wish I brought the one that my mom found a black book recently that we used to have back in the day when we were younger, and it has tags from a gang of the homies. And it even had like a Stewie tag.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like it's that old fool. And my mom found it recently. And she's like, hey, I don't know if you still want it. I'll throw it. I was like, hold on, let me look at it. And I actually met that fool from it was so, not that it was so old, but it was like from 10 years ago. And it was, and people, and if you don't know, in the graffiti game, you can have a black book one day and you'll never see it again the next day. You can hand it to one person, they hand it to their homie, and
most of the time it gets lost.
Most of the time
you'll
that never
is getting passed around like a thirsty slut. In fucking 6th grade at a kickback.
Yeah, you'll never get that black book back. And there were fools that were known, like, nah, don't give that fool that black book. That shit that fool don't be giving them back. And there were fools. I've seen fools get down over their black books. Like,
Oh yeah, because
because
there'll be gold in that shit. They'll be like, they want to keep that shit.
I got into it. I might have got into it with Evro, or I don't know exactly who it was, but one time. And the quick story, we'll go back to you tatting me, but I want to go. I want to go kick it with Adriana and Shorty in East Hollywood, and I hop off the train on Vermont and Santa Monica. It's like my first couple times being like in East Hollywood. You know, a lot of crews there too. So I get off the train and I'm catching a tag at the Vermont station on Santa Monica on one of those newspaper signs. And some fool comes up to me and he's like, hey, little homie, you right? And I was like, yeah, for the comic doing it from my age. And he's like, that's what's up. And he was, I always forget his name, but he was some fool from UTI that passed. He was legendary. I always forget his name when I tell the story. But he was fucking legendary. He passed from UTI. He was older. And he was like, and he's like, oh, what's up, man? And I was like, and he looked crazy. He had like old white man, like gray hair, but his pants were painted, and he had just a white tee, maybe some Carhartt, just like carpenter pants and some Nikes on, and he was just like
Straight artist.
a straight artist, fool.
Yeah.
But he stopped me like on some cool shit. It wasn't like, because right
wasn't
there,
like, where you from?
Yeah, like right there, it's cracking, fool. Vermont,
Yeah,
Santa
hell
Monica,
yeah,
it's
that's the
cracking.
spot.
Especially the hood right there, them fools ain't playing, you know, like. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm about to have to get down right now.
Yeah, that was
and,
the spot where everyone will run their face. Like, oh shit, look, there's that fool right
Vermont and
there.
Santa Monica is cracking.
Yeah.
So I get off and he's like, and I'm like, hey, bro, I got a black book. Would you mind hitting it? And he's like, I got you. And he did a nonstop bomb. And that shit blew my mind. I was like, maybe like 15, and it blew my mind. He did the bomb and then he wrote the UTI. And keep in mind, I'm just getting into graph. I'm probably only started graph like 13, late 12, 13. So I'm not knowing the really big crews. I know more of the local shit.
Yeah.
And I remember I go kick with my brother on. He's like, hey, fool, how do you know this fool? And I'm like, I just met him right now in Vermont and Santa Monica. And he's like, fool, that fool's a legend.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. And now that I'm older, I thought I knew where it was. And then I can't find that book no more. I don't know who has it. And it was, and I would have just framed, because now I'm into like collecting dope shit like that. Like I would have just framed that bitch, and now I would have had it like at the crib, you know. And it wasn't like I got introduced to him. It was like a real LA graffiti situation. Like he's like, hey, fool, you right? I was like, yeah. They call me Woob, and he introduced himself too. And he talked on the black book and went on about his day, and I was like, fuck. And I'm still mad at myself about that. I should have kept that one sacred.
Yeah.
But yes, Bebo, you get out. I remember finding out you got out. And they were like, Bebo tattoos now. Everybody was saying it. And I remember I was like, okay. Because the only one I knew who tattooed too was I remember seeing Frog get tattooed by, was it Coffins maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, and they were like, Bebo tattoos now. And I was like, shut the fuck up. They're like, yeah, he's a tattoo artist now. So I hit Bebo, and I only had the M at the moment. And I was like, hey, fool, I want to get the section. And you've always been big on our area, the 90026. You've always like been proud. And I was like, Bebo, I want to get the section. And you were like, where? And I was like, on my leg. And he's like, how big? And I was like, the whole front.
Hell
and
yeah.
you were like, all right, I got you. And literally, Bebo pulled up. And it was funny because, again, Bebo don't drink and smoke. But I'm telling all my homies, like, hey, Bebo's going to come tell me. Everybody pull up to the crib. So he's
We're
just
all deep.
we're
I was living room.
Bebo walked in like, oh, what's up? Because we all know Bebo since we're like the younger homies. Everybody's like, what's up, Bebo? We had our little bitches with us. I had my grandma with it. And everybody's just drinking 40s. And Bebo's tattooing me. And it was like I wish we had I don't know why. Like, I wish there was cameras at the moment. But we were just living in the moment. And I remember Bebo got to my shit. And I was like, hold up, fool. This pain is different right here, bro.
Dog, to be honest, I didn't even know what the fuck I was
Yeah, I
really
know
doing.
you did.
Like, straight up, I was like, this is a new gun. This is not no prison gun. This has got more needles.
Yeah,
This is not a guitar string. Like, oh shit, the speed on this shit is wild. I don't know how to fucking control this rubber band.
And it's funny because it was my couch, which is where I slept. So I was sitting there. Bebo was like, hey, if we have to put a chair here. So I put a chair and then I put a pillow. And then Bebo had to get a higher chair.
Oh, we fucked that pillow up.
Oh, fool. My mom was sick.
Yeah.
So I can't take it off. I'm gonna just put a cover over it. Yeah. But I remember just sitting there for hours, and Bebo was going.
I was digging in your shit. Like,
oh, he was digging. And then he got to my shit. I don't know if they can't see my leg here. They can see it. Okay. So when Bebo got to this zero right here, that was the worst pain of all time. Like he got here, and I remember just like, and he would and I ain't even go front. Like I did the outline, I was like, hold up, people, we gonna have to come back for the shady. And you're like, nah, fool, I don't want you walking around saying people did this and it's not fully shaded. So he let me wait like 2 days and hit me like, hey, I'm on my way, and I'm like, fuck. And I can't be a bitch, you know? I'm like, all right, fuck it. I was sat there, fool, and to this day is I always tell people like, this is the worst pain I've got in any of my tattoos.
Hey,
But it was just such a moment though, fool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was. I remember just literally how I said the story. Like I remember you were like, "I'm down, fool." Like, cause you wanted to really get into it. You were like, "I'm down. I got you. I got you." And I was like, "All right, fuck it." And I remember just like inviting. I made like a Facebook group chat. Like, "Hey, for all the homies, pull up. It's cracky today. B-Bo's pulling up." And I remember everybody knowing who you were, and they're like, "Oh, we just got the pin. All right, we're gonna pull up." And I literally remember, like, I ditched school early. I walked to Lavetta to get some beer. Everybody bought their own 40. Some of the homies, like, were rolling their joints, their bud and shit. And I remember we were chilling at the pad. Fools were hitting black books. We're listening to Psych Around.
Hell yeah, it was a whole ass session.
It was a whole ass session, and it was like, and now that I think about it, even when I hit you up today about doing the interview, I was like, bro, if people could record this energy, they wouldn't even know what how the vibe was like. Like
you had to be there.
You had to be there. Like as much as the story sounds cool,
it doesn't do justice. It doesn't do justice.
Literally, like I remember my pad was. I mean, Bebo had been on my pod multiple times, just kicking it with my older sister, and they used to be kickbacks in my hallways, you know, type of shit. But I remember you walking in and you were like, it kind of maybe made you feel like a little young again with the homies, like, and obviously you were younger too, but it was just like,
was dope, like it was all love and shit. Like
we had learned just how to order the when you ship out orders, we had just learned how to order the stickers, so we had like 100. We had like the 500 pack, and everybody's just bombing. Everybody's trying to do their best work so they can show people. And there's fools like Evro that are lefties. You can't like all lefty taggers. Like I'm just saying that right now. Like every fool that tags with their left, you guys are a toy. Like it's just you can maybe bomb, but you can't write for shit. It's just not in your motion. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, it's a trip because like with your left hand, you can't really extend it like you do with your right hand.
That's what I mean. Fool, Evro is the worst graffiti writer. Like he could bomb his name and the crew, but like
that motherfucker's out there
right
now.
He's out there, but he'd be like, oh fool, let me catch a tag. And everybody's always like, hell nah. Cause and then you can't you can't bomb with him because he starts this way. And I'm like, fool, get the fuck away from me. Like, why are you not following? And he's like, I'm a lefty. Like lefties just get me mad. Like I just hate them fools. Like I hate all lefties, fool.
It's a different thing.
I don't like eating with them. Nothing, fool. Like you can't even sit next to me. You know what I'm saying? Like because you're
bumping elbows
and shit. But why didn't you continue the tattooing shit? You was killing it.
I don't know. I guess I fell off of it.
Yeah.
And I started doing other shit. I had a son. Like
yeah. Shout out your son, man. He's big now too, huh?
Yeah, he's 6 years old.
Damn. Yeah. I remember meeting him for the first time. Yeah, and then and now, people, you're killing the game, Paul, in a whole different light. Can you tell us the beginning of what kind of like what you got going on and the opportunities that have come with it and shit like that?
So the spellouts came from like me bombing with the homies and them telling me to like hit them up. You know, that's how I got like my letter structure and like stuff like that. Also, like I used to mimic my dad's lettering when I was younger because he used to do birthday banners for like everybody's birthday and shit. So he would do the banners and I would eventually do them like later on down the road. But when I really started spray painting, I was doing that shit with marker. So I would do it like on big ass papers and shit. Like I would bomb it. I would literally bomb it with some toy ass shit. You know? Figure out where the 3D goes and all that shit. So like later on down the road, like I want to say like middle school, high school, I started like just spray painting and all that. And like once I got into the crew, like to be honest, a lot of the homies didn't really know how to bomb, you know?
Nah,
So-
trust me, I know, yeah.
So they would tell me to hit them up. So I'd be like, all right, fuck it. And there was that wall at the back of the courts
Yes,
by
where-
that tunnel.
For where you could practice.
Yeah, so I would, every time that shit would get buffed, I'd be on it. Like, that was my practice wall. Like, all right, nobody's on it, I'm gonna fucking go get it. Oh, they buffed it, I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah.
Like, that was my, like, my wall that I try to maintain. So that's pretty much where I practice a lot of my lettering and hitting up everybody's name and shit. And then later on down the road, like, I don't know, it was so random. Like, recently, I was just like, I want to do this song. And it was Future, the song by Future. Like,
Yeah.
God blessing all my trap niggas.
Yeah.
So after I did that, it just like, it got so much attention. I was like, all right, I'm going to do Greedo next.
Okay, so you wanna know what's crazy? I remember the first time it got posted, one of my homies posted it, like some trap fool. He makes fucking, he posted the bank account he hits every day.
Oh,
he
shit.
posted that shit driving. He's like in his like Maybach. And he's like, bro, this shit is hard.
Sick.
And then I was like, oh, and then at first I didn't know it was you when it first cracked up. I didn't know it was that. And then Guts is like, oh look, Bebo. And oh, Bebo did that? And he was like, yeah. And then he did, and I remember I went to your page and you had posted and I was like, and then you did the Greedo one.
Yeah.
The Greedo one was viral.
Hell yeah. The thing that really popped it off though, like the Greedo one it did go viral. Like it did give it motion, you know?
Yeah.
But the thing that really popped it off is I switched it up. And I did the System of a Down shit in Hollywood. I did the I buy my crack, my smack, my bitch right here in
Yeah.
Hollywood. And it's one of the hottest spots on the fucking freeway right there,
Yeah.
bro. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try to pull it off. Like if I don't, I'm gonna get caught for this shit. I'm running, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck it. I didn't give a fuck and I just did it. I didn't know it was gonna blow up so crazy, bro, but my numbers just went up after that. Like, cause
What?
it hit like I was already doing the hip hop shit.
Yeah.
And once I transitioned into the rocker shit, it changed it. Like everyone was like, oh shit, he did hip hop and rocker shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Even the one you did, you even did Always and Forever, right? The OD?
no.
Did you do the
It was
OD? What OD did you do?
oh fuck, what was that? That shit blew up too. I did the You Really Got a Hold on Me.
Oh yeah,
and
you didn't
another
do-
one. Another one.
I swear I thought it was Always and Forever. No, but you did do You Always Got. Yeah. The System of the Down one was crazy because it was long as fuck.
Yeah.
The Future one was like, it's cool.
Yeah.
But the System of the Down one, I remember it was long. I was like, fool people, what the fuck?
For You Tap Out caught that shit. You Tap Out.
Yeah.
Shout out You Tap Out. Like that fool, he flicked that shit, and that video that he flicked went everywhere, dog. Spray Planet, fucking Bombing Science, like System of a Down reposted that shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like that video, like it really like put me up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I did the fucking the Tupac one. The All I Need in This Life of Sin is Me and My Girlfriend.
Yeah.
That one just went off, bro. I think it's like at 20 mil rent. 12 mil right
Damn.
now.
Off your page?
Off of Graph TV's page, but he like linked up with me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, that one did 20 mil?
Yeah, 20 mil right now. I'm like,
Fool, that's fucking, that one was viral. But the System of the Down one, I remember I was like, dog, ain't no way you, like, I would have fucked up some type of lyric or something. But that one went crazy. And again, it was just you just like, oh, I'm gonna just go do this. It
Random.
Wasn't, like, it wasn't,
Random.
It wasn't like,
it wasn't planned out, nothing. I was like, this is the song I'm feeling. This is the pain I got. I'm gonna fucking do this shit.
yeah, I'm gonna just try this shit.
Yeah. And we were in Hollywood too. So as I'm walking up the spot, I'm like thinking of what I'm gonna do. And that shit blew up in my head. Like, all right,
The System of the Down
System
one.
of a Down.
But then the Tupac one took it to a whole other level.
Yeah. Cause everyone was like commenting on that shit, saying that it's Beyonce and Jay-Z, but everyone's talking about, nah, it's Tupac. Or they're saying, oh, no, he's talking about a girl on some soft shit. And then people are saying, oh, he's talking about a gun on some gangster shit. So the whole debate was going on in the fucking comments.
In the
and
comments.
everyone was just talking about it.
But and at the moment were you putting Bebo next to these?
No.
You weren't, right? You were just writing the fucking
Yeah, I'll probably write fuck Bebo.
yeah, fuck Bebo.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Cause I remember and that's a dope part about graffiti. Cause I remember telling some little breezy I was talking to when it first cracked off. She's like, "Hey man, that guy always puts fuck Bebo like," and I'm like, "That's him. Like he writes that." And he's like, she's like, "What do you mean? Like, why would he say fuck himself if everybody's gonna see it?" I'm like, it's, I don't know, fool. But it's just like that. He wrote fuck himself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was so fucking confused, like, and I'm like, just people are so like it's a really underground world in a sense, like where people are just kind of confused, like about how everything goes. And I remember when I ran into you, I was like, "Hey, fool, you've been killing it." You were telling me, I was like, "Hey, fool, what lyrics do you think of?" And you were just like, "Whatever I'm feeling that day." And I thought that was dope as fuck, but I remember some girl being like, "Why does he put fuck that guy?" And I was like, "No, that's him." Like, and she was like, "But why does he say fuck himself?" I'm like, "Fool, I don't know, but that's just like, that's his sign. That's his signature, fool." Like, you know what I'm saying? And you even collabed with Love Crew on some shit.
Yeah.
That was fucking dope. Shout out Love Crew. And then you've also collabed with Hundreds on some shit recently.
Yep.
How was the shit with Hundreds?
That shit sold out.
Yeah?
Sold out within the weekend that it dropped.
Damn, that's dope, fool.
Shout out to the homies at the Hundreds, like Bobby, David, everyone right there with the support. Like,
Yeah. And you've been, and I know you being like an actual grapher, like this is not how you started. Like you actually been painting, like is this like a whole, you feel like it's like a whole new wave now and shit like that? Like the shit, like the spell outs and the.
actually, yeah, bro. Like I've noticed like a lot more people are trying to do spell outs, and it's not only males, it's fucking females too. Like everyone's trying to do a fucking spell out. Like whole crews are doing their whole crew.
Yeah.
You know, like I've seen crews do it. Like they've done it before me or like way before me. You know? But like to see people do it more, it's like hell yeah. Like it's dope. Like it's a different flavor to the game.
For sure. Well, I think even you, I think like, and people could take it how they want, but I think you got the freeways cracking again. Like, freeway was kind of, not that they're looked down upon, but like when fools think about hot boy shit, you think about like Main Street shit and
All
freeways
city.
and all city shit. And freeways could be a little more low key. You can still get chased on a freeway, but there could be a lot more low key.
Yeah.
And I remember for a long time, like you would go try a new bomb on the 101. And essentially, that's kind of what you were doing. You were just trying new letters, and you made it a business. And I was like, this is dope. Like, this is some shit that, this shit was missing in the game. Because if it would have just been some fool that just went straight in to do that, you know us graffiti writers, we talk shit about everybody. Like, you fucking weed pasting lame, fuck you fools. Like, you only do a character, you fucking lame.
You fucking street artist.
Fuckers, yeah. Like
Fucking hipster.
Right, and people, I could be wrong, but fools hate street artists.
Yeah.
We're fucking assholes, fool.
People hate period, dog. Period.
Okay,
Like,
period. Okay.
They fucking hate period. Whatever the fuck you're doing, if you're doing some shit, motherfuckers are gonna hate. Regardless, bro.
Regardless.
Like there's always gonna be some fool that says some dumb shit because they ain't doing shit you doing.
And that's the fucked up part of the game. But that is funny because I don't lie, I've hated on some street art like this fucking lame has a sick ass spot right here.
Yeah.
Stupid ass fucking character. You're probably from fucking North Dakota, you fucking fuck.
They're not even from LA.
Oh, that's our
They're not even from LA.
That's our favorite line.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even from fucking Los Angeles.
Fucking hipster. Get the fuck out of here.
And look,
They were born and raised right there though. You don't even know. Like
nah, there's I remember seeing one of those viral videos and some fool commenting like, but he not really outside. And I'm like, motherfucker, only if you knew, baby, but who am I to go think? You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, but fools are always gonna hate. Have you
always
got
some shit to say.
You for sure gotta hate comments.
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All the time. I like that shit. I'm like, hell yeah, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it's amusing to me. Like,
Yeah, it's dope.
like, it's cool.
Damn, that's funny. I'm glad. I'm glad you agreed with me because I'm like, damn, fool, they're gonna be like, oh, fools. See, and that's why people don't want to come to the city and paint because you. No, I'm glad you agree. I fucking hate street artists. Fuck y'all. There is one fool I do like though. I ain't even gonna lie, people. Have you seen the fool that has a smiley face?
Which one?
And he just throws that bitch on far ass spaces.
Oh, the tiles. The tiles.
The tiles, yeah.
Yeah. The tile guy or
look,
some
fool.
shit like that.
Because he has like a big ass stick. It's like a sticker, right?
That fool fucking like
He launches the
slaps
bitch.
that shit on the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Like how? What the fuck? What's sticking on there? Like, how? What is it?
Yeah, because my thing is, if it rains, is that not coming off? Like,
I have no idea.
but that fool, I follow him on. There's a certain like because when people find out I'm into the graph game, like I get a whole new fan base. Like it's like, oh, that fool Doknow. Like I'm like, this is like my underground world. Like this is what like when people find out like, damn, you love water polo and graffiti. I'm like, hell yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my shit.
The water polo. I remember that shit.
Yeah. People think I'm capping. People tell him I'm playing water polo.
He's real. He's real with it. He can swim.
Yeah.
You know, he can swim. Doknow can swim.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I can't though.
You got swimming?
Nah, I'll drown. I'll fucking
Echo Park
die.
pool down the street from you too, though.
I'll still die right there.
Yeah.
I'll fall in the lake. I'm done, bro. Like, save me.
Hey, is Echo Park pool? I mean, is Echo Park Lake deep?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That shit dirty. Right there, you could literally die if that shit gets into your brain. Whatever animals are in there.
Algae on fucking chemicals or whatever the fuck's in there.
Nah, it's like an animal, right? It's like a bacteria that could kill you. Yeah,
something.
Yeah, bacteria, whatever. But. Damn, that's funny. Well, I'm glad you hate street artists with me. Just kidding. Yeah, I follow that fool. There's another fool. I don't know what crew is from. His name is Hotel.
I seen him up.
And that fool one time was like, some guy was like, hey, he's like, can I paint on this? And the guy was like, hell no, man. He was a street artist, like in Hollywood. And the guy turned around for 2 seconds and that fool caught a tag with a dripper. And the guy started chasing him. And I was like, oh, fool, I like that.
You didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, because you street artists, motherfuckers, they get me mad. But I like the tile, fool.
I think the thing that gets me mad with street artists is that, like, I don't know, it's like the bouginess.
Okay.
It's like, bro, you think you're a hot shit because you put up a fucking poster like that or whatever? I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
I get what you mean. So my experience with it was this. I remember your generation, but my generation really went through the gentrification in the city, you know? And I remember...
Oh, yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, too. And I remember one time we're chilling, and I forgot who I'm walking with, and we catch some fool going over our throwy with a weed pasting. And I'm like, what's up with this fucking idiot? and he's like... But he's not weed. It's like I get it if like you go over like us with like the new Lil Wayne poster. Yeah. Like, oh, you dropping an album. Like he's dropping an album and they're getting paid. Like, we'll take that. It's kind of like when the city's buffing you. Like, I think it's crazy when fools be pressing the city workers. Like, fool, they're doing their job. Like, just go get it back or whatever, right? But one time we seen, and I'm like,
some fools.
And I don't know if we're walking down Sunset, and I was like, and then and right when he's done, we're like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, the street art. We're like, fuck your street art. And we started chasing him. And then one of the homies stayed back and ripped it off. And like kicked over, like, you know how they have like the buckets. The buckets of what glue, is it, like a type of glue?
Yeah.
Kicked that bitch to the side and shit. And we're like, fuck you. But I was like, hey, why'd you go over our throw? It was we had a good spot right there. So I think that's where my hate came from it. I don't hate all street artists. I get it if you... Because me and you know a gang of graphers that fucking now kind of essentially moved on to that, which is where like they do the big ass fucking murals on the side of the buildings in downtown LA and shit. So I guess that's part of street art. But I think if you like, I think we're just being haters. Like I'm just being a hater.
It's the ignorance.
Yeah, it's a part of me that's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just. Growing up there, like, if you're gonna tag, you know, like...
Fuck hipsters.
Yeah, fuck hipsters. I had merch like that. Remember that shit, people?
Yeah.
I had fuck hipster merch.
Yeah. Street tag in the front.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. That was like the beginning of it be like that.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
The history is beautiful. I remember I had my throwy on my shirt and I would sell it to people.
There was one that I seen. I remember you doing. It was fuck the club. Take me to a family party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would have it right there by the Bob Baker Theater.
Yes, I had that one. And that merch actually sold out. It sold out. Yeah. I didn't like how the design came out on a t-shirt, but it did sell out. But essentially that's kind of like that was kind of like street art a little bit, I guess, because it's like a quote or maybe something similar to what you were doing. But I was catching that shit in the hood.
Yeah, it was like the medium of it.
Yeah,
It was like, all right, street art. And Graffiti.
And Graffiti, yeah, because I actually want to go catch a tag. I could have got shot maybe while doing it. Like
That's the beautiful thing about like just art nowadays. Like everyone's just so diverse in it. Like everyone like mixes everything now. Like, all right, you do what the fuck you want. People are gonna hate regardless.
Yeah.
Like you do some mixed media shit, do it. If it looks cool, then run with it, you know?
Yeah. Do you still, even though you're kind of more like, I was gonna say on the professional side of it, but that sounded kind of like, but obviously like, is there, you still follow the basic graph rules though, right? Like,
Oh yeah. Respect.
Yeah, respect. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember one time we did somebody did a brown bag, they were promoting the brown bag show, and we went over some older fools tags, and they were mad at
Oh shit.
and but it was a tag on the 101 fool. Like, we're just catching a bomb real quick over this shit.
But the thing is that like if their spot has been rocking for years and it gets bombed on, like it's kind of like a slap in the face.
No. It was on the 101.
All right.
So it wasn't rocking for
Okay.
It gets buffed like fool. They're probably gonna get buffed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, come hit it back again.
Oh yeah, if you went over that fool's tag with a bomb, then that fool shouldn't even be tripping. Come back with a bigger bomb.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. But I think he was more tripping than it was like somebody promoted the brown bag show. It wasn't even like, I want to go ride Doknow or whatever. Somebody want to go ride Doknow. It was like they promoted like a show. They're like, fuck this show. My tag was right here. They were tripping.
I think I remember that shit. Was it with Rems?
No, this one Rams didn't do. I forgot who did this one. But Rams told me he ran into you once.
Yeah.
They're like, fool, we just ran into Bebo.
Yeah.
And I was like, what spot's hitting? He's like, the spot we wanted. I was like, fuck Bebo. Literally, fuck Bebo.
Yeah.
And I was gonna call you too, like, Bebo, do me the favor, let me get down. But the homies were like, nah, he was already doing it.
Nah, you should have hit me up. I would have been like, all right, cool.
Nah. Because I love it, fool. I love the quote shit. That's my shit, fool. Like, I've fell in love with it. Obviously, I've always been a fan of you bombing and shit, but the quote shit is like, it's creative and it looks fly, fool. It's not like it's some toy shit, because toys, a lot of shit that's toy nowadays gets looked at like, oh, well, it's a different style. Like, nah, toy is toy, fool. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Yeah, 100%,
like I always tell people,
100%.
I'm not a bomber. I could get by doing my name and the crew, but that's it. Don't ask me when people find out I'm a tagger. Especially like my black homies, they be like, write my name soup like this. And I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't Saber. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm not that type of artist.
No, I want to just go tag with my friends. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I think, but yeah, like, toy shit is toy shit. And you be writing some fly ass letters. It's killing it. The love collab shit was cold. How'd y'all come up with that? They just tapped in with you, or you've known them for a minute now?
So, yeah. Jay and Paz and all them, the homies, like Stay What, all of them. I had actually wanted to do this song because I had did a Little Rascals one, a Little Rascals quote already.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to do that song from Little Rascals. And I didn't even think I was gonna be able to pull it off, but I was like, this shit would hit if I could do it with Love Crew, because I'm spelling out their crew.
Yeah.
So I tapped in with Jay and he was like, fuck it, I'm down. I'll get the pain. Let's go fucking do it. And we did it, bro.
Montana boys.
Yeah.
Montana boys.
We actually used, we did use Montana.
For sure,
yeah. But, so we just rocked that shit and that shit just went off. Like, everyone was posting it and it was a cool song. It's a cool song. It's nostalgic,
Yeah.
That Little Rascal shit.
The 100 shit was dope. And then even you went to the Latino side, the Mexican, and you did the shit with
Herencia de
Patrones. Shout out my boy JD.
Yeah. Shout out JD. Shout out Christian. Like, those are the cool peoples.
And they just tapped in.
Yeah. I was actually working at UV Decals, and they had pulled up, and that's where I met JD. I didn't know what he was doing or who the fuck he was,
Mm-hmm.
But then I asked him, like, so what do you do? He was like, I make music. And I was like, what kind of music? He was like, corridos. And I was like, no way, let's put it on, let's hear it. So I put it on, and I was like, oh shit, I seen all the like traction he was getting. I was like, oh shit, this fool's fucking doing it. I thought he was just like some regular dude that pulled up, wanted to get some work, but like he was actually in the game like already, So I think I had told him that I was, or the homie told him like, yo, he's the one who does the spell outs. So they were like, oh, let's get some work going.
Yeah.
And then like Christian tapped in. He was like, bro, let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. This is what JD wants this shit. And I was like, all right, fuck it, let's go, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then like, long story short, we rocked that shit, and then it just opened a whole new demographic with the Latinos.
Yeah.
Yep, and everyone thought that I was Mexican, folks.
Yeah.
I thought I was Mexican. I was like, fuck it, like think whatever you want.
Technically, people, damn it. I think, see, and that's the dope part about growing up in the city, that people don't know you grew up with Salvadorans, Mexicans, Filipinos, Guatemalan, Honduran. Yeah. I don't even think people even have those arguments about what race they are. People just motherfuckers just kicking it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fools are just kicking it, talking shit, shooting the shit.
Trying to speak their language.
Yeah. For sure, the first, like, Tagalog bad words I learned was from you and, like, Madonna and shit, being around you. You fools would just be talking shit and shit like that. Those were some good-ass times. Who are some graphers that you see right now doing their shit? Like, that you're like, oh, that was a killer.
Shit. I like seeing the OGs come back out. Like, all the OGs, and when I see that shit, I'm like,
Graph ain't dead.
Yeah, it's inspiring because it's like they never quit. So why the fuck should I quit? Like, it inspires me to not stop. You know?
Is there something that you could like point out that you're like, oh?
Shit, off the top of my head, I want to say Revoke.
Revoke. Oh, yeah.
Like, legend, bro. Like, that fool, that was one of the styles that like really got me when I was younger. And it's to see him do it now, it's like, oh shit. Like, it's a trip.
Yeah, he kills the Revoke. I think I mentioned him on the last one. DR1.
Oh yeah, Dr. One.
Yeah, Dr. One. I say Dr. Shout out my boy. We gonna lock in the interview. We talked already. Seeing him get back into it was super dope as fuck too.
Yeah,
like,
he's
you know
an
what
OG
I'm saying?
head too.
I kind of learned like his kind of like his backstory a little bit, and I'm like, oh, this fool's fucking like he's been doing it for a minute too. Like, and then the way he writes it is super dope.
Yeah.
Shout out Hopes. I already gave him a shout out gang of times. I fuck with Hopes a lot.
Hopes is killing it. That motherfucker is everywhere with the rollers.
In the world.
Yeah.
That motherfucker just out here killing shit.
Fucking buckets. Buckets in
that
a stick,
fool,
bro.
he gotta be the buffest tagger of all time. People don't understand when you do rollers, your arms hurt.
Yeah, hell yeah. You lift it the whole time.
Yeah, your arms hurt. Okay, yeah. Revoke's dope though. That's a good one. Yeah. Is there some big shit you're working on behind the scenes?
There's a couple of projects coming up.
Okay.
I got some merch coming out within the next month and shit. So like look out for that. It's gonna be dropping soon. Can't say what it is yet, so just pay attention.
Okay. Damn, that's gonna be dope. I'm excited for you, fool. I love everything you're doing. The graph game for sure needed a little different flavor to it, and I think you brought that back to it. You know what I'm saying? So and it's some dope ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's dope. Do I get a request for a song? The next song lyric?
Shit, what is it?
I don't know. I'll think about it and then I'll text it to you.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Bebo, can you do this one for me, please?
Shit, I got you.
All right, yes. Yeah. Bebo said that, you guys. We're gonna be on the next freeway. I'll be there. Actually, I would love to go vlog one of the times you go do the spell out.
Hey, let's fucking
That'll be
run it.
fucking dope.
Yeah.
Cause I know you got some footage already painting and shit, but that'll be dope to go get some footage with you.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, man, you guys shout out Bebo. Make sure y'all go follow Bebo on everything. Bebo, what's your IG?
Fuck Bebo at fuck Bebo.
At fuck Bebo. Okay, see, I told you guys, it's fuck Bebo. At fuck Bebo on Instagram. Tap in with him. To all my rapper homies and business homies, tap in with Bebo if you need some of that good graffiti. Right, you know what I'm saying.
Sir.
And shout out LA, shout out the city, shout out PROCLUB, and shout out PrizePicks. Tap in, use code Doknow, link in the description. Put $5, you win $50 automatically, baby. And Bebo, thank you again for coming, Pops. I know it's fucking hot in here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry about that.
Motherfucker.
But shout out Bebo. Make sure you go tap in with him. We love y'all. Bow.